It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. I'm doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this um 29th January 2025. Today we're doing a very special video, something that's very close to me. As you can see, there's a beautiful sun outside, so I want to take advantage of it. I really want to take advantage of the sun in the house. You can see I'm sick. I'm so sorry about that. You're gonna hear me very nosy. Talking, but I don't do it on purpose. I swear. So today's the special video that we're doing. It's kind of super nice. We're playing Tokyo. Ooh, I got defeated. Shit, I got defeated. That's not bueno. That's no bueno. What am I supposed to do here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't freaking know. Eesh. Okay. Okay. I can definitely do that. Do I have? I'm so sorry, guys. I should have done that before, but I thought I was good. I thought it was good for a while with this. So no problem. It's not a big deal. We're gonna do this. Cool. Auto. Noise. Perfect. So today we're reacting to a clip, right? But this is a clip that is a very special clip to me. So the first thing that you're gonna see is it's a movie. And the movie is V for Vendetta. You might notice the name Ink Vendetta, right? So you might know there's a kind of like a I wouldn't say similarities, but there's definitely a connection, right? And V for Vendetta is my favorite movie. One of my favorite movie. I'm gonna say top three is V for Vendetta, Fight Club, and Dante's Inferno. Those are my three favorite movie of all time. Right, and V for Vendetta, although it's a great movie, it's a movie about a I'm gonna say man, but I think it's a woman. I'm not sure. It's never clear the sex of V. It's never clear. And there's a scene that really shook me to the core. There's a scene that really made me cry when I was a young adult. I'm really reacting to the scene, and after that, I'm going to talk about how important this movie is for me. You guys done with that? I'm done with that. Let's go. So the problem with the scene is it's a big scene. I couldn't find the exact clip of what he says, so I had to look for it. But it's okay.
Why won't you die?
So basically, this is our main character. The V is the main character. This is also the face of Anonymous. It's like I'm sick.
Beneath this mask, there is more than flesh. Beneath this mask, there is an idea, Mr. Creedy. And ideas are bulletproof.
Wow. Oh, did you see the clip? Isn't this powerful? Isn't this completely mesmerizing? See, V for Vendetta, right, was a movie that was important to me because of its implication about how, hey, we need to defend ourselves. We need to defend our freedom of speech. V for Vendetta is a movie about a dictatorship and one guy standing to defeat that dictatorship. And it's absolutely phenomenal because that's the coolest part about the movie. If I'm being completely honest. Now, why is this scene so important to me? Because you realize that this is the mentality of V for the entire movie. So the first time you watch a movie, you see an anarchist standing for revolution. The second time you see the movie, you see the same anarchist and how far he's willing to go to save the to save people from this dictatorship. The third time you see the movie, you're seeing that V is but a simple concept, and that's the beauty of the movie. The movie isn't about a anarchist trying to fix things. The movie isn't about the all-powerful V. Yes, he's the main character, but it's not about that. The part of the movie is V being an ideal, which is exactly what we saw as a clip, is actually super important because you realize that, for example, right, he kidnaps, and I don't remember if it's Natalie Portman or I'm gonna say Natalie Portman. I'm gonna be pretty sure and say Natalie Portman. I haven't watched this movie in years, I'll be honest. So yeah, so you're seeing the character of Natalie Portman, and he kidnaps her. And you're like, holy shit, what an asshole. Why is he going there? Well, he kidnaps her because it's funny. It's such a beautiful scene. He kidnaps her, right? And he puts her in a dark room. And she has to survive for herself. She has to fend for herself. She has to survive. The thing with V, he never locked the door. So it was in her mind that she was kidnapped. Was she kidnapped? Yes. Was she in prison? No. She was kidnapped, not in prison. Then because she thought she was in prison, she never tried to leave the room. And that's a picture of how the society is. She was kidnapped because she doesn't have a freedom of watching whatever she wants. She doesn't have a freedom to be going out at whenever she wants. She doesn't have a freedom of being told What if she wants? There's news in that movie that are being silenced because it doesn't appeal to the news are censored. Okay, this news can pass, this news won't pass. Okay, well, this one is information is important. This is okay. You know what? This information is important. They're gonna be silencing it. So it's a very cool part of the movie in itself. And the beauty of V is that you think that V is some kind of hero. You think that he's some kind of hero, then you realize that he's a anti-hero. Then you realize that V was never important, never important. So the mentality of V, which it's such a complicated movie, such a complex movie, because the first couple of times that you're going to see the movie, you know the main character is V. The name of the movie is V for Vendetta. The character name is V. But then you realize the main character is Natalie Portman, because V kind of gets her to understand his ideology, and you realize that it's just a mask. And at the end of the movie, the most important scene isn't even that. The most important part of the movie is everybody's wearing the mask to show that they're standing for V, for the ideal of V. And a movie about an ideal versus a character is absolutely insane. Nowadays, we see a lot of movie with superheroes, and it's Marvel here, it's Marvel there, it's Marvel here, it's Marvel there. But ultimately, when are we talking about ideals, right? And that's why this movie is good. The simple fact that he says that. And the best thing about the scene, which they don't show, sadly, is that the scene before, he gets shot. He gets a lot of shot. And he doesn't fall. And he's like invincible. Right? And then the guy we see, he shoots him. He doesn't fall. And then you realize that he takes away his uniform, his cape. And you realize that he has a fucking cooking plate to protect him from the bullets. And then he dies. He dies because he got shot at so many times. But you realize that even if he died, what he meant was so powerful. Behind his mask there's more than flesh. There's an ideal, and ideals are bulletproof. Understanding that somebody was immortal. And even then, it's more so than life. See, it's such, this is a really coming to basic moment for me. It's such a fantastic thing. And I created this channel because I was being bullied. And I wanted to escape life. And then I got popular, and I said, okay, I have a passion for making content, and this could be a job, and I can make a good living with that, and I can feed my family. I don't have a family, but one day I will, types of things. And then you realize that you give yourself those ideas. I'm gonna make it, right? And then lately, I had a burnout because I was working so hard. I was trying so hard to be successful, and it didn't work. I'm not giving up, but I understand now, and it's odd because I realize that I have impacted life of a few people, not a lot, but a few people positively, and to me that's more important. And you realize that get enough touch with yourself. The reason you made the channel, yes, was because you're getting bullied, but the reality is, even when you chose a name, you had V for Vendetta in mind. Now, yeah, V for Vendetta in mind because deep down you know that's what you want to do. Making content was never about money. It was about changing things. See, what if, and only what if, right? The principle behind the name V for Vendetta was right from this one scene. What if, right? What if I needed, and this is not an invitation to hate. I'm not asking you to do it, but what if, only what if, the idea behind the channel was, doesn't matter how many times you shoot at me, there's more to life than just that. And if that's the case, wouldn't it be beautiful? Wouldn't it be something very powerful that you're able to say, well, you know what? Life is just more than just life itself. It's what you leave behind. It's your legacy, right? People have this obsession with immortality, but the very first human, the caveman, knew how to be immortal. You know how to be immortal. Have a kid. It's not you, but it's the idea of you. Have a kid. And I hope that they're good enough to have other kids themselves. Because if they have kids themselves, your legacy continue. And the ideal, my real name, Stefan. Okay? My kids are not going to know Vendetta. They're not going to know because it's their father. But they're not going to know me as Papa or as Stefan, right? It's a name. It's important. And then I'm going to raise them. And what I believe in, I'm going to try to do. And I'm going to try to teach them about what I believe in. and then some of it they will keep, some of it they won't keep. It's okay, and then it's gonna be who they are. It's gonna be their whole personality, their whole way of doing things, their whole life. If you think about it, some of those lessons are gonna be good for life, and then they're gonna have kids themselves. They're gonna teach those very same lesson to these kids. You're not alive, but your ideals are alive. Now, then what you're saying, it's extremely selfish, Inc. You're right. It's extremely selfish. It is extremely selfish. But at the same time, I wouldn't teach my kids some bad stuff. Right? I wouldn't teach my kids some bad stuff. And just like V for Vendetta, what if the message I was trying to teach wasn't to remember me, but to be the best human you can be? Right? And if I have to be selfish to do that with my own kid, I'll be selfish with my own kid. I don't care. I do not care. It's actually quite a powerful statement. What you need to do versus what you do. Right? Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.